Hey, how you doing? Welcome into the channel. Foxley Gray here, and I'm here with another hardcore server review. Yes, I know, I did say the last one was my last until Sakal release. However, friend and server administrator to this server has invited me in to take a look-see. So here we go. Let's take a look at our loadout. Okay, long sleeve shirt, denim jeans, 2 pair, a beer, bandage, matches, road flare, map, can opener, and a compass. Alright, let's get this pair into us. We have 2, we can afford to eat this one. Now I'm definitely on the fence with having a loadout kit on a hardcore server, unless it is appropriate. My matches, they're a full box. I'd reduce that down to having only 1 or 2 strikes in the box. And if the water wells are not capped, then there's no need to start off with a beverage. However, that being said, it is a nice gesture that you and your pals can start off your run with a nice cold beer. And the first house I enter, we upgrade to a higher tier jacket. This is a fantastic jacket with high insulation. Great early game find. Was not expecting it. And with that crowbar, we can start crafting up our rag. And what's that sitting right there in front of me? Firearm, first house. Yeah, it is a 22, and it is in bad repair. However, it's a firearm nonetheless. So, 100-meter recap. I ran to the first house, found a firearm, an adequate jacket, and I was able to craft my gloves and my face mask. Pretty much the only 2 things left remaining that I require to survive is a water bottle and an edged weapon. Yeah, I have this crowbar, but it won't let me clean animal. And it's far too badly damaged to harvest stone with it. I'm going to have to source stone from somewhere else. I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, if I have to, I will use that crowbar to harvest small stone from a large rock. However, I don't feel the urgency. I think I have time. And entering the second house, fingerless gloves. Wool, warm nonetheless. I'm not exactly sure what the decay rate is or damage on items, so I'm going to keep my improvised ones just in case. And full box buckshot. Generally speaking from experience, on hardcore servers you tend to only find a couple of rounds here and there. Now one thing I am noticing right off the hop, there is an increase of infected activity. Usually you'd find 3 or 4 milling around this corner. There's probably about 7 or 8 in this little field. Let's just say there's enough of them that it's made me change my direction and wrap around them. I have been checking for mushroom, however, if there hasn't been any player in this area recently, there won't be any. Not until I come back, maybe 10-15 minutes. Now I don't know if it's just me being stupid and clumsy, but it appears the infected are a little bit more sensitive to your movement. That fellow's wearing the king's helm. Not to mention a fetching sling. I shall take them both. But if I'm going to go at him, I'm going to wear this helmet for protection. And what's old Sleepy Joe up to over there? Cassette tape. There is a trader on this server, and I'm assuming that that's probably a valuable item. It has no purpose for survivability unless I want to collect it to trade for something, which I don't, so I won't. I generally don't ever make use of traders. I'd rather just grind it out for myself. I'll take that sling bag, thank you. And the additional can opener. Oh yeah. And I'll take that helmet. Ah, maybe not. It's ruined. Crap. The irony. The epoxy that I could have used to fix it had I not ruined it. But I can use it to fix the one I am wearing. And as I do that, I'm contemplating on which direction I'm going to go. I'm already in Electro, but I really don't like this city. I don't know why, just don't. So I think I'm going to head to Cherno. So we'll set our sights to the west. Now that was Grandpa. Where did Sleepy Joe go? Had I not found this hiking jacket, I most likely would have upgraded to this. However, it's being reduced for rag. We need rope. Well, there's Sleepy Joe, trying to hustle Grandma, sniffing her hair. Oh, well, apparently that struck a nerve. Now, I don't know why Bohemia won't give the infected the ability to strike at an open window, as I can. Now let's get the other one's attention and over here. Yeah, see, this one's a little smarter. He ain't coming closer. Oh, there are 3 items, 1 place. Another full box ammo, a battery, and a pair of jeans that we can craft for rag. And another question for Bohemia. Why can't I start a fire with a battery? Huh? I can, but I can't here. Well, that helmet has a shaded visor, but it's not my color. I'm partial to gray, as everyone knows. Now, I'm quite certain I have a depth perception problem because, you see, when it comes to hunting these chicken, I suck. Off you fuck, you little bird. I'll just let him calm down. You little rat bastard. Oh, frustrate me. He's taunting me, look. Come here, you little son of a... Alright, enough with the low budget comedy, let's get back to the review. Now normally I'd get frustrated and just leave this chicken, but I need him. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, thanks. Marvelous. Okay, let's head back to the gas station. I dropped some jeans there. We'll craft those up into rag. And then clean up this chicken, make a fishing hook, and put that on our agenda. On second thought, I think I'm just going to carry these jeans. Each time I use this crowbar, it's getting inches to its last. So we'll hit the tracks and look for some rock. And there's quite a few infected in front of me. But I do see a rock. I'm going to have to be very cautious. Excellent. Our knife is sorted. We have one stone, which means we can make one knife off of a larger stone. However, we'll keep looking for more. We'll just pop around these guys and get back on the tracks further up the road. And there's our second chicken. Let's hope I have better luck with this one, huh? And there's my second stone. Well, now that I have my blade secured and 2 chicken in the bag, safe to say we can eat this pair. Excellent. Burlap bag, another reason to source some rope. Alright, stone in hand, chicken in bag. We're going to head to the water well in Prig, but we're going to go over this mountain, to which I refer to as Skyrim. And that coastal haze is setting in. So, I do believe a storm is on the rise. It's going to be raining soon, guaranteed. Now you experienced players are going to notice my temperature hasn't really dropped into the blue. There's no threat of hypothermia, as of yet. I do believe that it is a work in progress on this server, yet I'm quite unsure how it's working. Is it literally night and day, or is it seasonal? We'll see. We can follow this trail straight up around the mountain until the high tension wires, and then follow those wires down into Prig. However, shortest distance is a straight line, up over the crest of this mountain and down the other side. And as I make my way up and over this mountain, I will be checking for player activity, signs of stashes, and or mushroom and fruit around key trees will tell me if anyone's been through this area or whether or not the environment spawns mushroom and fruit. And so far there's no sign of either. I really don't want to invest the time in hanging around here, milling about, waiting to see if it does occur, so I'm just going to move on over the crest and down into Prig. Excellent early game find, especially it's 4 and 4 pieces. You're free to set up an improvised shelter, set up a stash. For you new players that don't know, you can create improvised shelters. 3 types: canvas, as you see here, or you can kill larger animals, tan the leather, and use a leather improvised shelter, or you can set up a shelter kit and use small stick. I do believe it's about 50 of them, so you want a couple of blades. But as for right now, we need to harvest up some stick, some bark, clean up this chicken, get cooking. And since I'm holed up here cooking, I might as well take the time, craft up all my rag, and use the bone from this chicken, make some fishing hook, fishing rod, and go fishing. You know, I really don't have any need to harvest bark right now. I have paper in my inventory, matches, and a road flare. But for you beginners, we'll show you how to make a hand drill kit, which is simply done combining one piece of bark, breaking down a long stick into short sticks, and combining the two. Hand drill kit. Be careful that you don't select fireplace. You don't need that. We're sitting in front of one. Now go ahead and throw your chicken on the grill. Give you a few seconds to get some crafting done. And first up, we craft a bone knife, so we can craft rag, so we can craft rope, and then we'll craft a hook, and then we'll craft a fishing rod, and then we'll craft a full stomach off this lovely chicken. When we leave this cottage, the trees in behind us, hopefully we've been here long enough that they'll be bearing fruit. And now with our fishing rod crafted, we need more rag for rope to expand this canvas sack into a backpack. Now let's hit these fruit trees and see what we got. Well, we've got orange, and no doubt, banana. This doesn't surprise me, as one of the administrators On the server, the one that invited me in is the owner of Hardcore Wasteland. Similar setup. Similar, not the same. And again, for you new player, even these rotten apples are valuable. Had my fire still been going and we were fighting hypothermia, we could have burnt this apple, put it on our person, and wrote out the temperature, starting at 100 degrees, working its way down 10 every few seconds. But as you can see, we're not in dire straits. We didn't have to eat all of our chicken right away, and that's provided more than enough heat buff that I don't really need at the moment. But I do need water. This chicken will only provide so much hydration, as well as these fruit. Well, that's the first sign of other player I've seen. Someone's stoked this fire. With gift wrap, no doubt. $3.80, I'll take those. More rag for rope. All right, good cache of food. Time to push forward. Let's check the train station, skip along the tracks, and then we'll dip back down through the city and do some fishing. I want some mackerel. Carp will do, but mackerel is OP. Now there's another fellow with the Yellow King's helmet. Now that I have a knife, this one should be easier to get. Have I failed to mention I keep finding stone after stone? It's damaged, but I have the epoxy to fix that. Alright, time to make our way down to the docks. Before we leave, I think we'll craft a few more knife on this boulder out here on the ground. Now don't get me wrong in saying this is just my opinion. However, these fireplaces, I don't believe they have any place on hardcore. It's a free fire, it's a free heat buff. You didn't work for it. Kind of defeats the purpose of hardcore. However, with that being said, I do spy with my little eye a hood that would look good. Now, if I can just sneak up and get my stealth kill. The hood looks like it's in damage. I don't want to damage it any further. Excellent. We'll pack that away until we can find a sewing kit. I don't think this duct tape will let me repair it. I only need a few more rag to complete the stack I need to craft rope in order to expand this burlap bag into an improvised courier, and then applying some short sticks, an improvised backpack. The docks are usually littered with jumpsuit. I'm more than confident I'll find what we need down there. Best get my worm now before I'm surrounded by concrete. Excellent. This will give me the final pieces I need to craft my rope, to craft my bag, to expand to my backpack. Now let's go find some stick. Now that I actually have room to carry fish, let's go fish. Can't do it off these high docks, so we're going to move closer to the city where the townhouses start. You know what? It's just a little bit out of the way, but there is a military just on top of that hill there. We're going to go check that out first, and then cut across and fish. Now, I'm not very hopeful about this military area whatsoever. Even unofficial, hard to get anything nice here. Now that I'd take if it had a shaded visor. I'd drop this king helmet in a minute for it. Sun's not long down and it's going to rain soon. I need to get this hood fixed so I can get rid of this shaded visor. Alright, they're kind of bright, but they're worn and better than what I have on. Lockpick, almost missed it. Hey, Gunter. It appears, yeah, well, all it's missing is a spark plug, and I'm assuming water and gas. Yep, it's got all the doors, all the tires, radiator. No, that's not hardcore at all. You need to piece every piece of the car together, or at least a good half of the car. That is too easy and convenient. That over there is a unique area, and I usually do loot it to see if I can find any detonators, C4, anything of that nature. But we're not here to raid, we're here to survive. At the end of this seawall, that boat launch, that's where we're going to do our fishing. And there we go, one mackerel dinner. 2 pieces of mackerel will keep me running for a very long time. More than enough food to get by now. I think now we'll head up towards Nova Seleki, up by the statue, the monument, and then down into that police station. And then from there, there's a military just above it. We'll hit that and see where we stand. Well, food does spawn on the map. That'd be my first piece that I found. And another nearly full-built car. I bet you it just needs a spark plug. Ooh. No harm, no foul. I bet you it just needs a spark plug, gas, and water. Yep, that's all that's missing. But I'm glad I came to look, because there's the sewing kit. I need to fix my hood. Then I can get rid of this shaded visor. And another food item, tuna. Hail to the chief. Yes, sir. And as you can see by my stats, I'm feeling like a chief. I'm standing in the middle of the rain on a hardcore server with not a care in the world, plenty of food on my back, and knife on my side. My only hope, with the sun setting and the storm starting, that the temperature's going to drop and things are going to get more difficult. Alright, off to Nova Seleki, PD. Odd. There's 2 car doors floating, probably about 15 feet above that car. That was interesting. She jumped over just as I jumped down. Nice. I'll definitely take that gun cleaning kit. Even though it's a sporter, it needs some love. Now this PD, this is more reflective of hardcore. I would have found a shotgun or a scorpion by now in any other server. Whoa, screwed that one up. I was too close to the rail. Usually I can jump right on that roof. Take no damage. My second full box of 22. And there's the last piece of the puzzle, a water bottle. Sorted. All my basic needs have just been met. Everything else that I find now is just gravy on top. That vodka's pretty damn good. I think I'll have another swig. Might as well tend to the sporter now. Clear up some inventory space. Alright, onward and forward. Uphill and to our north, there's a small power plant and a military checkpost. We're going to go check those out, climb the top of the hill, and assess where we are, where we want to go, and what we recommend. Hey, a pack of smokes. Why not? Another cassette tape. I really don't get it. But oh well. As far as I'm concerned, all a trader does is tie up a loot table. Alright, I think this dark is holding off just long enough. We're going to be able to check this power plant and the military off to its right and climb the hill and assess. Hey, now there's a nice sidearm. And what are the chances of finding a full box of the ammo that goes with that? It should be near astronomically impossible. Yeah, that hat's pristine. And another quilted jacket. Oh, and a full box of 9x19. Alright, let's go clear this military, then get up the hill. Yeah, I know, a bit sloppy. I'm getting tired. It's pretty late for me, way past my bedtime. But I want to get this recording in, fresh for edit for the morning. For you, for the evening. So I figured I'd just get them all in one place, climb high and dry, take them out with this revolver. Oh shit, there's another one standing there. I didn't even see him. Oh, and he's got a nice vest. Colt 1911, clip in it. I've already got a clip, plus a full box of 45 ammo that I picked up. Alright, let's beat feet the hell out of here. Uphill, there's two little outbuildings. I'm going to post up there. So my overall assessment of the server, I don't find it hardcore for my level of ability, and I'm trying not to gloat, but I didn't find it very difficult at all. I have everything I need to maintain and sustain life. The only thing that's going to be in my way is predator animals, which I was hoping they'd be spread this far down into the city, and other player, and I've seen little sign of that. For the beginner and intermediate player, yeah, it's a bit more of a challenge with the food not spawning in as frequent and prevalent as official, but there are plenty other means of collecting food. I haven't seen a knife yet, which is great. However, I'd scale back the rocks a bit. They're a little too abundant, and I was able to get set up too easy. So the question is, would I recommend this server to my friends? Absolutely. If they're looking for a harder than official grind, this would be it. If it's an experienced player looking for a hardcore grind, no, I probably wouldn't mention this server because they're going to be angry at me or doubt that I know what I'm doing, because this really wasn't difficult.